Hey, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I'm Larry. This is my podcast, Larry the Lion Live. I'm waiting for Tigger, my co-host, to join. Um, she's a little bit new. Just made her a co-host. She's one of my best friends in Sub 2. I hope everybody's having a great day. Had a long night last night. My roommate, Sonari, her cat got out, Momo. Uh, just click on the go through the email, I believe. I'm not sure. Tigger's trying to get on right now. Um, let's see. It's been a while since I did a pre. Like I set it up. I usually just go straight live, and we'll see how it goes today because when I used to do it like that, I don't know if the Facebook was letting me share it or not. Or let me see if we do. Because there it's live. It's live on Facebook. What would let me share it or not? Or let me see if we see all the comments from the pre thing is gone. It's live on Facebook. So let me hell yeah, we are. Damien said that. Let me try sharing this again. You hear that crazy stuff? Try sharing this again. Yeah. Oh, there we go. It's not good making all that noise. Yeah, so when I pre-share, it doesn't like to let me do that. It doesn't really. Now I see I can just go back and share it through all these other places I shared it before. But I thought it would do it, I thought it'd be better if we just shared it. So that's why I don't like doing the pre-broadcast thing, the like setting up beforehand, because something changed with the way Facebook shares it, and so I'm not sure what goes on with it. But let me just put it in. I know a couple of these people don't want me to. There's Tigger. They don't want me to put them when I share it to their stream. They don't like it going to their group. So yes to millions is Tracy Thompson from the Dealmaker, which is Carl Allen's Wealth. What is it? Carl Allen's Wealth Cash or something, right there? Oh, you got no volume. You have your microphone on? Try again. Let me try your microphone settings. Automatically adjust. Can you hear me okay? But I can't hear you at all. I always have trouble with this. Tigger 2, I like that. It's pretty cool. Do you have your speaker up? Or are you listening on some other device? Or let me see. Oh, it's got you muted. How about now? No? Interesting. Let me see. Edit mic settings.
Try this. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
All right, that's my snowball coming in.
What is it?
A snowball, Mike.
Oh, okay. What's the snowball, Mike? It sounds really good.
Okay, good.
What's the snowball, Mike?
I'll show you.
Oh, it's a good microphone. Nice.
Yep. I get it out of the way.
That was so weird. Yeah, I've had trouble before. So like I haven't done like a pre-broadcast or like I shared it before, like and then posted it in Sub2 and a couple other places like JJ's group. But for some reason I don't know, StreamYard changed something. That's why I don't usually like do like a hey it's starting in an hour thing anymore
Okay.
because then I have to go back and share it again because it shared it, but I don't get any viewers. It's really weird.
All right. And then I got my camera doing some weird stuff like it focuses in, it goes. If I move, it moves with me. I don't know how to stop that. I didn't do that.
You look okay. Not anything bad. Let's see if I can share this a couple more places. I'm trying not to share it in places they don't like. They've said don't share it, but I don't share it to Creative Real Estate with PageMore because they don't like that there. Sometimes the Gator method they let me share it there, but I feel like that's overstepping the Gator thing. I did it in Path to Purpose with Keston. He hasn't said anything to me about it, so maybe we'll just share it there and see if he says something. If they do say something, I try not to share it those places again.
Okay.
Because Clever Summit volunteers, add to bucket list, Success Club, Gator Method with Pasteport. Maybe the private group I can't share it there, but I share it to all these multifamily groups and stuff. And yeah, so Chigger, how are you today?
Hey, I'm doing good. Doing real good. Pretty excited from Pace's. What did he do? 12-hour Zoom yesterday.
Yeah, that was amazing.
16 hours actually, wasn't it?
Who's Facebook user? Is that Sherry? See some I don't know for some certain pages. I think from the Gator Lending Vegas page, it only shows Facebook user. It's usually Sherry Webb Fitzgerald. She won that at the Grove Summit. She won the $25,000 prize at Pace Spotter.
Wow.
For to be in Brett Daniels like Millionaire Club or whatever, 7-figure mastermind.
That's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, she had the best question. I was so jealous. I didn't get to go. So.
What was her question?
It was something about multifamily and I can't remember. But it was it was a good question that Pace started talking about it. So, but Sherry, is it? Yeah, Sherry, is that you? It just says Facebook user. Hi everyone. There's always a 10-second delay. Yeah, so I invited Kevin on here. Maybe he's busy. I want to see. Yeah. Oh, it's me. My name is Lashina. My husband and I are here. We're new to the group and just taking as much. Nice to meet you too.
Nice
are you in the Gator Lending Las Vegas group? I have like 200 people in there, Tigger.
What's that?
I have like 200 people in the group I started a year ago.
Wow.
And I haven't really been doing it because I haven't been doing much Gator loans. I haven't done any. In fact, I've been working on Sub2 deals because I never got my business credit established with Prime Corporate Services because you have to put like $50, $100 in 4 net 30 accounts.
Right.
Did you do that?
I have not done it. I put that off last year. I think I signed up in June and didn't pursue it because I was working a full-time job. Just it was stressful, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, no, I did not. But I do need to get back on that. They actually were real diligent in calling every month. The guy said his name was Goose. I don't know if anybody else had Goose, but Goose was calling every month right on time. And I just didn't take his calls. I was off doing my job.
Actually, I got to catch my PCS up.
Yeah. So
Hey,
yeah,
Angel Miller, you know Angel, right?
I don't know Angel. Maybe if I saw a face.
Yeah, but Angel's awesome. Well, that's great to meet you, Lashina and what's your Lashio. Um, if you guys want to come on and talk, that's great. How'd you get involved in a creative financing group? Are you thinking about joining Sub 2? There's always a 10-second delay. That's why we probably the pod. You can hear me like in real time, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, yeah,
I
I
don't.
seen the
I don't
giveaway
have.
thing.
I don't have any access like to do any chat in here if I wanted to reply back to you. Is that not a thing?
You can like there's a private chat, but I never see it. But when you put something, you can post in the chat, right? There's the chat comment, right?
Yeah, I can't post.
Really? Well, I'm gonna have to change you to admin then. That's weird. I thought co-hosts could post and stuff too.
Unless I'm missing it. I don't see a box where I can input my chat.
Oh, see, it only posts to in the chat. Only goes to my business page and YouTube. It doesn't go to Twitter. It doesn't go to the gated landing page. It doesn't go to regular Facebook in this chat when I post on.
Okay.
Let's see. How do I change? I probably have to go into StreamYard again. I don't know if it'll let me do it while we're broadcasting. Team members. Let's see. Co-host. Oh, there you go. Now you should be an admin. Did you get anything else?
I can click on them and highlight.
You could let's see. They used to if you could probably go leave and come back in the stream, it'll probably give you admin. That way you could like reply. But we are starting listening pace with help and courage. Angel, we're here now. Plan on joining, but we have to close your first deal first. Why do you want to close your first deal first before joining? Because you can join, you can do a payment plan. Call your recruiter. Make sure Angel gives you her referral link. Or I can give you a referral link if she doesn't. It'll give me $400, and it'll save you $400 on your joining Sub 2. But
Hey, no, you know.
yeah, you can always put you can do a deposit and make payments. They'll create a payment plan for you if you're afraid of that. But I think the most important thing is to take action and join, because it might take a while before you get a deal. It took me a year. it was a real year. I started May 1st last year. I mean, a little bit before that, but it was a year.
I'm in a year. Haven't gotten a deal yet.
And I promise you, if I would have joined Sub 2 a year ago, I'd probably have a lot more deals, because it was only after when I joined in November 7th that things started coming together, pieces where like had information in my head, but I didn't know how to stitch it together. Gotcha. What's the other mentorship?
I've actually joined another one myself, and it was about the same cost as Paces, maybe a little more. So I was only in it a month and didn't really have the community. I mean, it did, but it didn't. You don't get lifetime membership to access all the websites that we have.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, Lashia, let me see. I'm gonna send you, or let's see. Are we friends on Facebook? Why don't you try and friend me on Facebook, and then I'll send you a text message with my Blink card. Maji, I'm actually in a podcast right now. Oops, these text messages never work. Podcast right now. If you go to Facebook Live or YouTube, you can see me on here where we can talk about it on the podcast. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh, Lashia. How do I find her? Lashia. Is it Lashia Williams? Wellington, Kentucky? I know I could look in Creative Financing Group, right?
Oh yeah, that's where they said they are, right? So you said you got PropStream for the month, right? Because it charged you.
Yeah.
And that's how you found your current recent deals.
Yeah, I was gonna show them too. I don't see Lashia in the group. What's your husband's name?
Reed Shia.
Oh, Reed Shia. Okay. Got it. Mrs. Reed, indeed. Is that you? That's pretty cool. I sent you a friend request there. Sequoia Living Real Estate. Are you in the Sequoias in like California?
Yes, she said LOL with the name.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, there's Angel. I know Angel. Yeah, she's been Angel was in the Mastering Multifamily of Vina.
Oh, okay.
I think she was in CS3 too, with Carlos and Keston. Oh, there. Sequoia Living. I like that. That's an awesome name. Have you ever been to the Redwood Forest, Tigger?
The tip of it, yes. I actually had an opportunity to go with another company that I was working with about 2-3 years ago. It was amazing.
Yeah, you got to go back there and see the whole thing. Now I lost it. I had her a second ago. Reach. There it is. Let me try and send her a message with the link here. Or wait. I'm gonna send you my Blink card. Copy. Link. And I'm gonna show you how I found a deal. And you guys can do it. Do you guys have PropStream? In VA. Oh, you're in Virginia. Gotcha. What part of Virginia? What is that? The DMV they call it?
Dallas, no, Dulles. Dulles.
No, they call it
DC Metro or
yeah, DC Metro Virginia or something like that.
Yeah.
All right, there's my link. You guys prop right. Well, that's actually where I got my first deal from. So I'll show you how to look for low equity. So my thing is I like looking for low equity. It's the low hanging fruit, and you can use the lines that I say because anybody in sub 2 that's buying low equity or they work with agents, they know that we're going to be paying the commission and the closing costs, and that's how we get them in. That's the sink right there. So yeah, the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. Okay, yeah, I was always forget the Maryland part. But so let me share my screen here. And I'm going to show you how to find something with PropWire.
is that the free one?
Yep. So where's prop wire? I have too many too many little windows there. I'll just type it in. All right. So you're welcome. I appreciate you. So this is the free version. We're gonna just look in. Let's see. Where do you want to look to?
Let's go to Nashville.
Uh-oh.
Did you hear me?
We lost a little connection there for a second.
Did you hear me? Nashville.
Nashville, okay. Yeah, no, it freezes a little bit sometimes.
How do I get you
Indiana?
to, how do I no, Nashville, Tennessee. How do I see your screen? Because all I see is a little picture.
Do you see in the where we're at? I mean, can you see me and you together?
Yeah.
All right. So did you put it? Can you see everything right there in the little picture?
I see the little picture, yeah.
Does it say find your next flipping deal? Right?
Yeah, but it's like tiny instead of, I want it to be big.
In the lower right hand corner, you should see a little thing where you can expand it if you want. You won't be able to see you and me talking.
So, no, that's fine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put us in the corner down here.
Yeah, no, I'm just seeing us talking right now when I did that.
Okay. When you expand it, like the little corner box in the corner, there should be like a edit layout, and there should be a plus mark, new layout, and right above that there's a little thing, a little black box. You hit that. You gotta hover at the edge.
I'll mess with it. You go ahead.
Okay. All right. So what we'll do is you look for sale on the MLS, and you look for low equity. That's it. And we're gonna do a search in Nashville. Now you see up in there where it says under prop wire, it says for sale MLS and low equity. It's taking a second to open up. I also go property types. I go single family. And my computer's a little slow. So single family homes and condos and townhouses. Probably gonna freeze up a little bit. Okay, and then owner types right here. Where it says all owner types, I go individual because you don't want a banker trust and you don't want a business. So, and then there we go. It should populate. Again, it's because it's a live stream, so all right. So you got 10,652 results in Nashville. So I like to pick. The number ones I pick. I do angel numbers, so I see 17% equity. That's my threshold that I use when I do prop stream. I go 0% equity to 17% equity. So That's my angel number, so that's why I'm going to click on it. There's no other reason to. I'm not clicking on this for any other reason besides that 17. That's how I get my deals. I know it sounds crazy, but it's the truth. So it looks like they have about 84,000 in equity, and it is an apartment. So it's an apartment, but they have 6% interest rate though. I'm just gonna call this one because it's the one I picked. We'll see if they're open to it. So then I come over here and I just paste it into the Google search and hit that. And then I go down to Zillow and it says it's off market now. Is that because Tennessee? Like some agencies don't share?
No, it's just because it's off market. Here, let me look up in my prop stream why it might be off market. Because it just may have failed, right?
Right. Let me check it on Redfin real quick. But like some brokers here in Florida, they don't go see it's active on Redfin. Some don't share to Zillow, so that might be why.
Well, it's saying also it's because, well, it is an apartment, right? Or a condo or a townhouse or something.
Right. It's been under 15 days. Do you have an agent's name on PropStream?
No, I can't get in because it's not showing the number 10, apartment number 10. It was definitely removed on 3/23. It was for rent for a while. Yeah, it looks like they tried to rent it since July of last year. They lowered it was almost $3,700, and they changed it to $3,595. Then it went back up in January to $3,750, and then they removed it. So
Got it. So it looks like it was listed by Angela Wright. So we're gonna search for Angela Wright. Oh, I didn't even talk about the things I was gonna talk about, but it's okay. So let me talk about Momo real quick. Momo got out last night. It's Sonari's cat, and she was a hot mess. She was bawling. You know, it's her baby. She never escaped, and I felt responsible. I felt like it was my fault. Cat disappears when I show. Things happen like that with my life, but it wasn't my fault. But we looked for the cat all night, and then finally went to sleep. And I wake up. Kevin Cho sends me a text at like 3 in the morning, and it was midnight in Arizona. But I look over. I get on the computer like 15 minutes sitting there, and there's Momo laying on a bed behind me right here. I'm like, what the? So Momo actually came back, but then I couldn't sleep, and so I walked to the gym, and she calls me from gym. She's like, "Where's Momo?" I'm like, "What do you mean, where's Momo?" He's there. I put him in your room and shut your door, and she's like, "He's not here," and she was freaking out again. And I'm like, "Oh my god, did he sneak?" Because I had some really like dragon claw toenails. I had to use the little thing outside, the pedicure tool. And I thought maybe he snuck out, and because I had the door closed, but I was like, man, that would just suck if he got away because of me. But he was hiding in a closet again. And I'm like, little fucker.
That's so weird. Why is he doing that? He's never done that before?
No. He's an adorable cat though.
Hey, who are you looking for? Allison Lambert?
Yeah, Angela Wright.
Oh. So
Angela Wright, agent in Nashville. But what was I gonna say? Both these cats love me. Like she was when I first moved in. She was like, I can't believe they both fell in love with you. Like, especially Clarity. She said Clarity never does that. So, and I posted something about being a star seed and how children and small animals are drawn to you.
Yeah.
'Cause I literally woke up like 14 months ago. A lot of people don't believe in star seeds, but I'm a star seed. I'm a Pleiadian, and she's a Lemurian star seed. That's part of our connection that we have. So I found Angela. She works for Compass. This is her number, so I'm going to give her a call. Let's see, 615. So what's her name? Shia Reed. I forgot.
Lashia.
Oh, Lashia. Yeah. So Lashia, this is literally the script I use when I call agents. It's not a script. It's just what I do.
Hello.
Hi, is this Angela?
Yes, who's this?
Hey, Angela. My name is Larry. How are you doing today?
Hey, Larry. I am in a meeting. How can I help you?
Okay, so you don't have a couple minutes?
And who are you calling with? What's this in regards to?
It's calling about 1633 54th Avenue, number 10.
Okay. Okay.
So, since you aren't in any meeting, I'm an investor. Me and my team, we buy about 25 to 30 properties a month for buy and hold. This came across my desk on it's a low equity list. It's not that low. It looks like they got about 85,000 in equity in that. Are you familiar with Subject 2?
We just went under contract this morning.
Oh, you went under contract this morning. Well, congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Have a good one.
Okay. Bye. She didn't even want to hear nothing. So.
Yeah, she was.
But that's how they are. So sometimes you'll get that, and you just hang up on them. You let them go. There's no point in chasing it. So if they wanted, even if they didn't go under contract, she wasn't very receptive. All these agents are in meeting. I bet her meeting was going to lunch. It looks like it's 12 o'clock in Nashville. That was her big meeting. She's probably going to Del Taco or something, or Moe's, or what's the other place? Chipotle. That's her big meeting. She got to get a big burrito at the meeting. All right, so that was just the example. So now we'll look for something that's a little bit lower equity.
Yeah. So how did you? Sorry, I was trying to get this on the bigger screen so I could see. So how did you put it in there for low
prop
equity?
buyer?
Yep.
So you go in the left hand side here. I go for sale MLS.
Yep.
And then low equity.
Yep.
And you could do like one more like out of state owners. That means they might have something already. I've never tried that one, so we'll try that and see what happens with that. And we could do a tired landlord too, and see what happens. It's freezing up on me. Excuse me. All right. So, oh no, not vacant home. Tired landlord. Well, wait, vacant home could be, vacant.
Yeah, sitting.
It's my computer, definitely.
There it goes.
All right, there we go. All right. So it actually gave more results. You got for sale MLS. Where is that? Low equity, out of state owners, tired landlord. Okay, yeah, those messed it up actually. It's throwing in different things. So we'll just stick with the low equity.
Yeah.
I was trying to get tricky.
Maybe that's the paid version. You can do that better.
but possibly. Well, PropWire is just it has nothing to do with a prop stream. It's just Jerry Norton's ripoff on it. I guess it's not a
Yeah.
ripoff. It did
No,
work.
no, I'm not kidding. Yeah, no, I was just kidding anyway.
So this one has should be 5% equity, but it's an apartment. You know what? I'm not
Oh.
going to do because that. Yeah, let me
That's
get rid
also
of
one
these
bed.
apartments.
Yeah.
So go single family home. But I did. Well, the one condo I bought, it was in Davenport. It was the first one. It was condo.
I mean, it's not out of the picture.
We'll just do a single family.
I think what they want to what when we pass something off, it's not they don't want just one bedroom. They want at least 3 bedroom.
Right. So here's one, 2.5 million.
Let's check that one out.
They only have 2% equity.
Whoops.
$34,000 in equity.
Ooh.
Do you have PropStream open?
Yeah, hang on. I got out of
take
it. Yep, let me see it.
1136 Glenwood Avenue, Nashville.
Okay, hold
See what
please.
that because if they only got 34,000 in equity,
They are screwed.
right? They're gonna come out of pocket. What is Tennessee? 8%?
250,000 at least.
666. It's gonna cost them $170,000 to sell their home, if that number is correct.
Okay, this is saying it's paid off.
It's paid off.
Yep. And it's worth 2.666448.
So they don't have any equity.
No,
Or, I
it's
mean,
paid off. They have all the equity.
All right. Well,
that's
see, let's try something else. Then.
Yeah, that's a little screwy.
Yeah, that's where PropWire is not exactly the best there.
Well, you got your first deal out of there though, so it can't be all that bad.
Right? So this one's 15% equity. Let's check that one.
Wow, that place is beautiful.
34,000 equity. It's a nice corner lot. Needs some yard work though. Why don't you get it under contract? This Rico Savvy guy, he's got some kind of multifamily in Tennessee.
Oh.
It's 12 units, Class C, value add through rent increases, opportunity zone. Oh, it's in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh.
Is that bad or good?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, well, it's not a deal then if he's listing it too high. Why didn't you get it under creative financing terms? You're just going off what he wanted to sell it for? Do you have the owner's number? I'll call him, see if he'll break down. All right. Sold. Okay, so PropWire is 0 for 2. Is it sold?
I'm trying to pull it up on PropStream, but it's not even coming up. Let me try Privy.
Is Tennessee a non-disclosure state?
I didn't think it was. Maybe it is because it's showing $0 for. Yeah, so maybe it is. Yeah, zero public
All right.
record.
Let's try.
You
Let's
wanna
try a
get
different
out-
state.
Yeah, just gonna say, let's get out of there. Let's go
Let me
with
do,
let's go with Indianapolis.
Miami, Indianapolis. Okay. I don't even know how to spell Indianapolis.
Just put Indy
hey,
and then
hey, there's Stacy. Hey, Stacy.
hi Stacy.
Indianapolis. Hello, Finley Chevrolet. I get weird texts all the time.
From weird people.
Yeah, it's a spam one. Have to block it. Delete and report junk. All right. I spelled it wrong. Indianapolis. There it is. I put two in there. I was born in Hammond, Indiana.
Were you really?
Yeah, St. Margaret's Hospital.
That's
I grew up in Lansing in Calumet City.
Grew up in Lansing and what?
That's where Calumet City, right there on the south side. Pending 7%, or here's a 17%. That's interesting. Says they have 20,000 in equity. But it doesn't have much value. It's kind of it's only 117,000.
It says it's got 115 in equity. Yeah, this is paid off as well.
Is it really?
It's what it's showing me in PropStream. Somebody bought it for 22, 4 of 22. And
and they paid
55,000 they paid for it, and then they must have it failed on 123 for 112,000. Let me try Privy.
4525.
Which one is that?
4525 Vernon Avenue. Pending. Shit. Well, I must have really got lucky with that first one on Cropwire.
Hey,
Yeah, angel numbers. All right, we'll try one more. Let's see. Wait there. Not like Florida. 4-bedroom, 4-bath going for a lot more in Florida. Let's try this one. 930,000. 17% equity. Come on.
What's the address?
3368 Washington Boulevard.
Yeah, something's wrong. This is saying this is paid off as well.
Just
So that's all. Yep. Oh wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Current mortgages. Never mind. 322. The mortgage went out at 3.69%, and they owe 257. What are they asking for? 365. They just cut it. They just cut it down 10 grand.
Why don't they have the phone numbers on Zillow for Indianapolis? Is that how they do? It's like Texas. They don't put the agent's numbers on there. Yeah, see, it has her phone number here on PropWire.
Where I have it in PropStream. If it is
317.
Yeah, is it Brian?
No, I got Stephanie Sales.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for calling High Garden Real Estate. If you know your party's extension, dial it at any time. To search for an agent, press 1. To reach the managing broker, press 2. To reach the accounting department, press 3. For information on a career as a real estate agent, for the front desk, press 0.
No, Stephanie is it.
Please, your call is transferred to the operator.
You should come on, Stacy. Hi, my name is Larry, and I was calling about a property you guys got listed at 3368 North Washington Boulevard.
Okay, yeah, let me look into it real quick.
Okay. It's actually a really nice property.
Yeah, apartment studio in the basement.
I wonder when they redid this and when they bought it.
Updates include new full fence in 2020, radon mitigation system in 2020, drainage system 2020.
Yeah. 3368 North Washington.
Yeah, that is listed with our agent Stephanie Sales.
Okay, yeah, and this is the number the only number I have. Do you have a way to transfer me or her personal number?
Yeah, let me grab that for you real quick.
Okay.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah, give me 1 second. All right, what's her number?
925 980 9355.
9355. Excellent. Thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good day.
You too. All right, 925 980 9355. See, Manny just texted me. Manny, you gotta. Oh shoot.
Hi, this is Stephanie Sales. Sorry I couldn't take your call right now. Please leave me a message and I'll get back with you. If this is an urgent matter, please send me a text and I will get back with you sooner. Thanks. Have a great day. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more.
I usually don't leave a voicemail first one. Hey, Stephanie, my name is Larry Parsons. I'm calling about 3368 North Washington Boulevard. Call me back at 702-675-1317. I appreciate it. Thank you. Wait, hold on. Let me reply to Manuel. I don't send out LOIs. Cody sends out the LOIs. Yeah, well, for Arch, I don't send them out, but Cody sends them because Manny, he was asking what company am I putting down on Arch offers. I don't send out the offers.
Right.
Yeah, no, I let Cody underwrite it. I don't do any of that. I don't underwrite it. I just talk to the agent and then let Cody think if it's a deal or not. Remember, we're just supposed to submit them and see if they're open to terms. I don't have time to underwrite everything before I look at it. I just do the talking part.
Wait, so you just turn in the leads to them if they're open?
Yeah, if they're open, I don't underwrite anything.
Whoa. I've been doing things the hard way.
Yeah, I mean, what's the point in underwriting something if they're not open to terms?
Yeah.
Why even? Because then you went through all that for nothing. Because
Well,
we're not.
you gotta talk
Yeah,
to them first and get them to be open, but yeah.
I do leave a voicemail, but usually after the third try, I'm going to call her back again. But I had to reply to one of our teammates from Arch. Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, I don't underwrite anything. He's structuring the deal and everything. He said. I mean, I guess you.
That's what I thought we were supposed to do too. I thought it was supposed to be the way you're doing it, but then it made it sound that because I even asked, I was like, oh, I thought we were only supposed to be just passing them off.
Yeah, no. Here, let me call Manny. Yeah, I don't have time for all shit. Yeah, you just pass the deal down, right, Stacy? If they say yes, that's what I did with Kevin. No, he's not answering.
4-8.
Pick up, Manny. I'm on the podcast right now. Come on the podcast or pick up your phone. Why do people just text? Why do they always got it? They don't. I like talking to them. I don't like texting. I hate texting.
People
I don't
got
deal with it.
on.
These agents don't want to talk on the phone. They want to text. I'm like, I don't do. I literally tell them. I said I don't do business through texting.
You could say you're
Okay.
dyslexic.
Yeah, I could. That's a pretty good idea.
Like Pace.
Does he?
Didn't you hear him yesterday? Or you might have been on.
Sorry, I couldn't take your call right now.
She's not answering.
He was on the phone with an agent, and the agent said, well, send us an offer in an email. And Pace said, oh, I can't do that. I'm dyslexic.
Did he really?
He really did. And the
Oh,
guy
I
was like,
love that.
oh, the guy was like, oh, okay. So Pace was like, I'm going to start using it. Everybody's like, what?
So that's the freeway. Shia is you can do that. You can just look for them, but you want to be able to talk to an agent. See, the yellow are pending on here. What part of Indianapolis is good? I haven't lived there or Indiana. I think it's down here or northwest. Yeah, it's always like the northern parts. It's the southern parts the southeast you want to avoid in every major city for some reason. That was Manny.
That's a good one, Stacy.
It's Larry the Lion on YouTube. He's like, I'll go find your podcast.
Stacy says she tells agents she's dyslexic too.
She's not dyslexic. Yeah, anything usually in the southeastern parts of the United States or the major cities, it's always not the good areas for some reason. It's always the western and northern suburbs that are always nice. You know, like Chicago,
West and
like
girl.
Minneapolis, Detroit, Cleveland. There's a 5-bed, 4-bath. They got a lot of equity though.
Oh. All right, let's try go through
Sorry.
the prop stream. I feel like we're getting
The what?
closer.
Prop stream? All right, let me
Yeah.
call this one.
Okay.
Well, that's why. See, that's why I don't look in like Indiana and these states. I look in hotter market. I mean, these are still hot markets, but I don't. I always get these penders too. All right, so prop stream
Well, what's
is
the hot market?
maybe a little bit off in some areas. Yeah, we'll try that. Let me see. Oops. What time is it? We could do. I'll do Davenport
Florida?
if it'll let me type. Yeah,
I said that to you.
Davenport is like the little Airbnb town.
Oh, okay.
That's where I got that first deal. But somebody else had me looking in Davenport before that too. Keith Clark. There's Manny. It's on YouTube. Manny, you should come on screen.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Stacy would come on, but she's on her phone. All right. 1% equity here.
240.
Davenport's really hot. The reason I like this is because it says Lucia. And it sounds like something Scenario talks about, some kind of crystal or something. So, we went to crystal shopping. Did you see that, Tigger?
I did not. I need to go.
All those pictures in the crystal.
There's a store and a couple stores.
Oh yeah,
Urbana.
Hold on. There's some challenges that come with losing weight, like extra skin, looking if it gets pinched and stuff.
What's going on, you guys?
What's up, Manny? We're just using a prop wire to show some. I've actually pulled this property up before. It's weird.
So it's showing that it has a balance of 333,206. Estimated rate is 3.1%.
I wonder if this I call because
What'd you say?
I was saying it because when it's purple, that means I've already pulled this up before. It wasn't blue,
Purple where?
like on the Google.
Oh, gotcha.
It's like here, because see where it says realtor.com and you see the blue where the other ones. That means I've looked at this property on my computer before, and I don't remember it though. But we'll give them a call back again. Maybe they didn't answer. Maybe it was because I can't pull up the spreadsheet and show everybody all the properties that are on the Arch spreadsheet because Sam and Cody told me not to do that. So I guess I could pull them up on another screen. When I pull up those lists, it slows everything down. But I'm gonna call this agent anyways. So Manny, you've been comping everything, huh?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I have no.
I have.
I've been looking. I just straight call. I call, start a conversation, see what's going on. I do 2 calls. If they don't pick up, I send a text, initiate conversation. I figure things out first. Um, this one that I was sending a LOI out today this morning. It's a functioning Airbnb. So I just pitch a story on something that I did beforehand. Was on paper. On paper, it would say that we purchased it at a lower price to allow us to go back and get pay less taxes for it, and then we would have a separate note for the furniture, which would be the furniture and the difference remaining in the equity. So the seller essentially would have first and second lien position.
Nice.
Yeah, so I didn't comp that at all. I said, it's like, this is the price, then I need the terms to be able to pay that, right?
Right.
You're going to need a P&L to see how that Airbnb is working. Does it underwrite as a LTR first? And then figure out some exit strategies. But yeah, comping's like, I go through all the conversations first before I even decide to comp.
So you send the LOI in yourself, you said?
Yeah, and then Larry was like, "Oh, I didn't do any of that. I just get it to this point, and then pass it on to Cody." And I'm like, "Oh, well, I've been conversating, structuring the deal, doing all that." Like I was doing everything.
That's what I was doing. I was like, wait a minute. And he's got 3 deals under his belt, this guy.
Yeah, I mean, I personally love being that transactional engineer, like, but if I would have known I didn't have to do that in depth, I would have just
we
been
would have had 3 deals.
Yeah, because I don't know how to, I don't know what Sam and Cody want to do with them, how they're going to present the offer. Are they going to, all I tell them is that we're going to cover the closing costs and the commission, and I leave the rest up to Sam and Cody.
Manny, we got to start doing that.
That's
man.
it.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, because I was doing everything. So I asked Sam at what point, how much do you want me to get before I pass it over? And he was just like, as much as possible. I was like, all right, it's basically saying you want me to provide you Nacho Supreme from Taco Bell before. So I was doing everything, right? I was like, I'm making sure I got sour cream on that thing too before I passed it over.
Man, we
well, I try and get the PITI, in the mortgage balance, and that's it. Any HOA or liens. But as far as structuring and working out the numbers, why do I do that? Because I just did that with a deal, and it wasn't one of our leads, but the agent was like, I'm like, what do you mean? Just send you an over? Like I said, I can send you a blind one. She's like, well, send me something to present. I'm like, well, that's why we want to have a conversation with your seller. And she's like, she doesn't want to do that. She just wants to hear your offer. And we don't know why she needs, because she owns it. So I said, here, fine. 5% down. We'll give her 3%, 30-year amortized with a balloon in 15. We'll pay the commission and closing costs. And so I send it, and the agent writes it all up in a contract, and I sends it back to me, and I send that to Cody. He's like, what the fuck? I'm like, well, because I asked Cody, I was like, what do I do? I said, I don't know how this shit, I don't know how this, I mean, I got a calculator, I could put together stuff, but she just wants an offer. So, because I offered down 2% interest. Like, come on, you're insulting me. I was like, well, you said send you an offer, then my offer. So that's when I said, oh, here, okay, 5% down. And
is that one of them that you got going on?
No, it's one of mine.
Okay,
it's
like, what?
Yeah,
kind of high level, so I like guesstimate some numbers and some ideas.
In California.
You estimate, man?
Yeah, I kind of
What does
estimate,
that
and I
mean?
do like high level guesstimation, round numbers, approximation, and I pitched the idea, right? So before like I give them something, I just basically, I tell my story to set the nugget. I said, will something like this work for this particular client? And if they say yes, send me something. I send them an LOI without exact numbers. I'll put in here, um, right? Like, so the one I was sending beforehand, it just said note one, current balance of the mortgage. Note two, difference between equity um, and furniture, right? And then I would put in like my AMD 2K and just basically, but without any physical hard numbers. And then I just explained to them. I said, if you're interested in something like this, if this works for you, then our next step is to underwrite it with hard numbers. And then at that point, I would need like a mortgage statement. I would need, other items to be able to underwrite this with hard numbers and then send an official written offer.
Yeah.
Um,
I
but
like that.
yeah, but for the most part, it's like you already have the idea. If it works, and send the high level concept of like this is essentially what I'm looking for. If it works, your client's interested, great. Let's figure out some hard numbers and let's do the next step of underwriting. But explain them the process. Here's my process. I'll send you a high level, right, with explanation of how things work. If you're interested, we go to underwriting and we'll figure out like the different ways that we can put this together.
Love it. Love it.
But I was doing all that myself. If I would have known that, I didn't have to do any of it.
What I'm saying, you know,
Right.
like I've only turned in 2 leads because of that.
Yeah, me too. I've just been like sending out LOIs and doing off market deals on my own and sending out offers. And I was like,
Man, Manny, we've been doing it wrong.
yeah, I got a 2-day closers training this weekend with Maximin is out here. So
Nice.
yeah, doing closers, coffee with closers in the morning on Tuesdays, and then Maxi sales training on Tuesdays, and then I have a 2-day closers thing. So yeah, I was just doing. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's just lock them up. And
Whatever happened with the breakfast club? The breakfast club disappeared. Jesus quit, huh?
Breakfast
club with
with the time. I text him with the time change and whatnot. He's working Florida market, so and he's in California. So with that time change, that's actually a time for him where he could be making calls. So what I told him is that you can't help everybody, right? As much as I'd like to help everybody, I know I can't. And that's something that I've been working on myself, is being okay not being able to help people, but just guide them into like, go that way, right? Like here's the path you should take, go that way. And if you really do want help and you are committed, everybody knows I'm at WeWork, but how many people have pulled up? Nobody. So, that there, gives me a little bit like, okay, I'm all right. I know I can't help everybody, but at the same time, not everybody's committed to wanting that help, right? So I had that talk with him. I had to talk with him too. I said, don't let the fact that you want to help everybody stop you from making your money and getting better. Because if you're fully committed and you're doing this and you see other people aren't, because there's been times where it was only me and him and we're talking high level stuff, right? At that point, is it a value for his time to continue to do that? Or is it value to his time to call his Florida leads because that's peak hours for him? I was like, it's not. It's like, so, be okay with not being able to help everybody. I want everybody to succeed, but sometimes not everybody wants to succeed as much as I want them to succeed, right? It's a mindset thing for myself to work on, to like being okay with, I can't really help you if you're not looking to help yourself, because it drains my energy and I got to put food on the table for my son, right? So
exactly.
I had 2 people that I was helping, and they didn't want to take the action. They didn't want to call the agents. I had a system for wholesaling through Privy that I got from Noah Moon and Tony Valero, as the deal maker. Mo and Tony never even came in and listened to any of the speakers. They were just out in the hallway, like Kevin Cho was. And Kevin Cho kept on saying, "Come out and talk to me." And like the people that were there in the hallway, they were the ones, networking and creating, making deals and shit out there. And I didn't know that's what you're supposed to be doing. I get the Clever Summit. I had no idea. It was my first time. This time I learned that it's not about listening to Pace and Abraham and Carl. It's about networking at those events. Because especially for me, not having any money, I couldn't go buy a business creatively and do all that stuff right now. I was just overwhelmed with that. But the system that was given me worked for these guys, doing like 30 deals a month on it, and it was a spreadsheet and used comping with a square footage here in Florida. It was made in Florida, but neither one would call an agent, and it is a whole thing. If you don't call the agent, like yesterday, I had we used it with somebody. It was a great MAO. It was like their listing price was 200, and our MAO was 217,000. But then when we did call the agent, he had already had like 60 offers, and the top one was in the threes. I'm like, well, I can't give you 3 for this property, but that's how hard wholesaling is now. And then I tried getting them to do creative, and they still don't want to do the calling. And then Jillian, she asked me, she goes, how long, when did you join Sub 2? I said, November. She goes, how many deals you got? I said, 0. And she was like, well, I don't want to learn from somebody that's not gotten any deals. She goes, I'm talking to somebody else that's on Arch, and they're going to teach me, and they've gotten a deal. I'm like, great. Well, go ahead. I wish you the best. And then 2 days later, I got my first deal. And now I got 2 and 3 in the works. What she failed to see was all this time that since I joined, what I was learning, I was teaching them was all the things that I failed at during the past 4 months. Those were all valuable learning experiences, what not to do. Great, I didn't get a deal yet, but I went through all the things I have to go through when due to this. They have to fail. And I was going to think about the point and think. Remember, and Mark used to always yell about doing stuff. They were like, well, I don't fucking know these numbers. But I learned how to talk to people during the club. They didn't see that as like, just because I didn't get a deal, that they thought I didn't know enough to teach them anything. I know a lot of stuff. Why does my camera keep cutting out?
I don't know, but you keep cutting out, so maybe it's trying to tell you to turn your camera off and talk.
Yeah, it's cutting out so that way it could save your voice, buddy. No, like I agree, bro. Like I do mindset zooms for people, like when they're struggling and whatnot. And I do it free, right? It's my own time, but I tell a lot of people I'm not an expert at shit, right? I've just been through everything that you could possibly think of, and I've been homeless 3 times. I'm a single father. My 4-year-old lives with me, so I even relate to mothers and whatnot taking care of the kids because I'm taking care. I relate to when people tell me, I was like, oh, what about Pace that got you to join Sub 2? I'm like, nothing. I didn't even know who he was. That's like I joined because of Laura, right? Laura offered me her time. Laura was the one that gave me one-on-one to teach me how to comp. Laura is taking care of the kids and she's doing real estate, right? So I resonate with that more because I'm taking care of myself. And I'm trying to figure out how to continue to do real estate, right? So whenever I have a mindset Zoom with somebody and I'm telling them, it's like, if what I went through by myself alone, I was like, it sucked and I had nobody. But I want you to understand that you're not alone. If what I had to go through by myself that took me 3-5 years to figure out, if I could help you cut that corner and you could overcome it within 3 months, then what I went through meant something and it was worth it, right? But the most disrespectful thing that you could ever do is waste my time and my energy that I'm pouring into you because then you tell me that everything that I've gone through and everything that I managed to come out of was for nothing, right? So I take that energy whenever somebody pours into me, and that's why when Lord taught me how to comp, like I always offer to help anybody who doesn't know how to comp. I always offer, right? I always give up my time. I will show you. I will take the time. I will explain it. I will put it to where you understand it, and we're not getting off of your interior company. Right? I always offer, but it's like that's the mindset that a lot of people have, and they just need somebody there for them, and basically like tell them it's okay, right? It's a scary thing to do. Going into something that you don't know anything about is always scary, and we're all learning, right? I'm never going to know everything, but I could help you go from step A to step B. I could do that, and I could hold your hand to get started. And once you're okay taking your first couple steps into that water, then from there on you can go on in the deep end, right? And it really is. That's what a lot of people just need, right? They just need a partner. They just need somebody to hold their hand and be like, it's okay. And I've seen a bunch of people just like go on once you give them that little step to do that, they go on, right? And they start doing their things. And something Laura had told me is she's like, you're thinking about all these creative things that you can do, but you haven't even made the call yet. She told me that once, and I'm like, you're right. So now what I tell other people is like, have you called yet? That's the first thing I ask. Have you called yet? No, then we ain't gonna worry about that, because you're stuck on having confidence before calling, but before confidence you need courage. You need the courage to make that call, and then you build that confidence, right? So you're over here talking about you don't have the confidence, but you're not at the confidence stage yet. You're at the courage, because you don't have the courage to make the call yet. And really, that's where it starts, just having that courage.
Yeah, you got to pick up the phone. If you're not going to pick up the phone, you're not going to fail and learn from your failures.
Yep, because I was telling somebody yesterday. I said, "Do you know what a balloon payment is?" And they more or less did. I said, "Okay." When I first started and I started making calls, I said I was calling it a bubble. I was like, I go, how stupid does that sound? I said, but I had the courage to just make the call, and it seemed like an ass, right? And you have cool agents that would just call, and then you have those agents who just like had some shit to say to you and then would hang up. But you gotta have the courage, right? You gotta have the courage first. So
I like that bubble. I'm gonna call it Hubba Bubble,
because that's how I would remember it, right? It's like that's right. So I was like, I know now, but I didn't know then.
Yeah, that's awesome. Hey, that's some really good stuff there, and yeah, baby steps and hand holding and courage, the first step. That's awesome.
You like it? Oh my God. That was really good idea.
Where'd Larry the Lion go?
Sonari, she was cooking our one meal a day. We had these beef tips from Whole Foods, and yesterday we made it. Well, a couple times we put too much water in, but she like boiled it down to nothing. Oh my God, they're so delicious. She's gonna eat right now because she's hungry. But I said I'll wait till later. But oh man, she's a really good cook. We use a bunch of garlic butter and seasonings. She got some truffle salt. Have you ever had truffle salt?
On fries.
So good. Oh, it's so freaking good. But yeah. So we've been doing the one meal a day or intermittent fasting. Some days eating a couple times, but it's mainly like carnivore, just beef and like butter and salt, and we're going to the Crunch gym and working out. But
Manny, where are you located at? Arizona?
Yeah, I'm in Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
Are you at the WeWork with Kevin?
I'm at WeWork right now. I usually drop off my son in the morning at daycare, and I shoot straight up here and get online and start.
What do they charge for that?
No idea.
You just show up and they don't pay. You don't pay.
Bro, I just pull up. There's a guest Wi-Fi, so I'm just log into the guest Wi-Fi, and get going. You can pay, and then you have access to the offices and the halls that you could just check out and do your work in an office or whatnot. But yeah, I'm just here with a bunch of other people who pull up here.
Do you ever see Kevin Cho there?
Yeah, he pulls up. The Bash Bros come up, and there's a lot of other investors and entrepreneurs that are out here, programmers.
Dude, I'm gonna fly out there. So me and Kevin got a deal. We're working in San Diego right now, and Cody got mad at me because they were busy Saturday, and I didn't put it in. I put it in Arch, but these people, they needed the answers quick because the husband's going to jail on the 16th, and they're divorced, and they bought this house in like March, like they bought it a few months ago, like 5 or 6 months ago. And she can't afford it by herself. She's a nurse with 3 kids and a couple dogs and 17,000 in arrears, and it's over like 100 days behind already. So the bank's ready to foreclose on it any day now. And so the husband signed off and he said, "Yeah, I don't care, subject to whatever, sell it." Yeah. So, but the thing, the guy's going to jail, but we're actually going to improve his credit. And they were like the agent and her are related or something together. The agent's only taking 1% commission, and we're gonna give the seller or her $5,000 and catch her arrears up and take the house over. And she's got to be out by the end of escrow. So that'll be Kevin's first California deal. But when he was looking at it, he's like, "This is a deal. This is a deal." And I'm like, and I'm telling Kevin, I said, my goal. I've been telling people on my podcast that I want to catch you and I want to catch up to you and beat you in sub 2 deals this year. He's like, "Dude, I already got 17. I go, "That's okay." So he was laughing his ass off. I said, "But hey, look at it like this: if I get half of the deals you get in the whole year, think how successful wildly successful I'll be in my first year." So
yeah, and if you're doing the deals with him.
Yeah,
if you're doing the deals with him, that means he's not really further getting ahead. So,
right.
Well, that's what he said. I see. He goes. This counts though as a deal for me because all his deals are partnered with somebody. He's partnered with Pace or he's partnered with somebody else. So, but yeah, the thing with working with Kevin is if we keep working together, I keep bringing him deals. Well, I'm going to end up getting to partner with Pace on some of these.
Yeah,
so
there's like
I figured out a hack.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. You just basically have to find who you vibe with, who shares the same mindset, the same, I guess, core values, so to speak, to who you are, right? And then those are your people. So Arch, I love Arch, especially my team, because we get to calibrate and go back and forth on a lot of different things. I love the Bash Bros, Kevin Cho, Syed, Marvin Spades. There's a lot of awesome people, right? But you figure in sub 2 alone, there's what, 9,000. Out of those 9,000, you're not going to do a deal with 9,000 people. Let's be honest,
no.
Right? But if I got like a solid 20, right? Ingrid, awesome. Caroline, Rafa, Escobedo. There's a lot of awesome people that also share, so to speak, my core values. So those are who I want to do deals with, and I see like, okay, here's my resources. They have bigger resources. I don't need to go do all that, right? Stay here. Here's
Right.
my pocket. Okay, I got something. Go here. I got this. Go there. As a connector, like my resources got so big, I'm like, I can't manage all this. I don't even have a relationship with some of these people anymore, and it's just like, I'll keep it to 20. It's a little bit more manageable.
Battle too is finding a core group of people. Like you said, you have deals here, bigger resources here. You just stick with a core group because there's no way you're gonna even touch a third of those people in sub 2. So
it's taken me a year. I think 15. I'm in it now 15 months. So after the first few months, it's taken me a year of vetting people, communicating, losing money on deals, right? Asking me to bring money and then just losing it. And then I find like through that, like, okay, now I know who I want to associate myself with. Now I know that if I have a brand that I'm developing, my brand is the same as their brand, right? But a lot of people don't want to go through that, right? I did it because I started my own brand and my own clothing brand. I knew I had to lose a lot of money up front to figure out exactly my path and where I want to go and who's actually supportive, right? I did the same thing, starting real estate, talked to a lot of people, vetted them, had took the chance of just losing money because I knew I was going to. That's part of the business. That's part of any business, losing money, right? And I was okay with it. I understand. I already had the mindset and the understanding. This is what it's going to take. I need to know how you work, who you are as a person. Take the chance that I'm going to lose some money and not get anything in return. But that's okay, right? I know that I'm not going to be doing things with you moving forward, or I know exactly what you're really good at and what you're not good at. And that puts me in a better position to be able to send you things that come to my table that you are good at. And then what you're not good at, give it to somebody else who is good at that, right? But I needed to do that. And a lot of people just don't want to do that. Like, I see a lot of people that just come in, it's like, oh, what's the best way to get my first deal? And I want to do it like within a month. I'm like, okay, best of luck to you. I'm not the one for you. Go that way. But I do a lot more networking outside of Sub 2, believe it or not. It's like so much more. I need to do more in Sub 2, but I do a lot more on a lot of other people's circles because there's a lot of things going on everywhere.
Yeah, you definitely find those niches that are in Sub 2 that are within Sub 2. So that's some great information, Manny. I appreciate you going through all that and helping us here as well. I mean, somebody asked in the Facebook user, I think, is that Lashia, asked how to get a hold of you. So you're on just Facebook regular or just in the Sub 2 group?
Yeah, I'm very rarely on Facebook. Anything I'm working on that. That's on my to-do list. But I'm more on Instagram. You could pretty much always find me. I'll answer your DMs. I go on, my lives are on there. And anything that gets put on Facebook actually came from Instagram because I pushed it over. Some items I'm starting to use TikTok a little bit more for video, so I'll like make it and then push it around. But yeah, primarily Instagram will be the best place. I have a link on there that has everything that you can get a hold of me. TC services if you need it. Dispo JV if you want a JV with me. I have a team of TCs. They're amazing.
Manny's got it all.
We do cash and creative deals nationwide. So they're on Caleb Christopher's platform as well. So they have a lot of resources. And they can,
did you see those two properties they had posted in Sub 2 about in Augusta?
No.
Do you want to take a look at those?
Hey, you got them? Bring them up.
Hey, what is your Instagram, Manny?
Nothing minimal. NOTHIN _ MIN minimal.
That's pretty cool. Love it. All right. I just followed you.
Awesome.
Hey,
the real question is, why haven't you been following me from before? Because I remember when you first started.
You do. 444 is how many posts you have, by the way. How about that, Larry?
Very nice.
Angel number 444.
Let's see. Where the hell are these deals?
I'm not really a big Instagram person, but maybe I'm gonna have to start being one, right?
I'm learning. I have the book on building your brand. I just got a social media manager, so I could just pick like Sunday, make content, and then put on social media manager and push it out at different time frames. Use the analytics to see where I get the interaction. I told some people not too long ago. They were asking me like, "Oh, how do you get leads? How do you do this? How do you do that?" And I was like, "Well, if you're not calling, and I can't tell from your social media that you're even in the business. They've been doing it for a year." I was like, "What and why would I even think about sending you a deal if I can't tell that you're in the industry?" Right? Yeah. I've gotten oddly enough, I've gotten the hottest leads from social media, whether somebody messaged me through Facebook, somebody messaged me through Instagram, and I actually oddly enough, I got one person message me through Snapchat. I was at the gym, and they're like,
Wow.
"Hey, are you the guy that buys properties?" I go, "I mean, I
Are
can,
you the guy that buys
buy a
property?
property." Yeah, I was like, "I
love
can
it.
buy a property." Yeah, so I was just
I
like,
am the guy.
I sent the video. Like, I was at the gym, and I just sent a quick video. But yeah, it was fire damage in Fresno. I was like, I'm probably not the one for that, but here, this is how you would probably get this to sell. And I just gave them resources.
That's so cool. Very
But
cool.
layup deals and deals where people actually come to you, those are the easiest conversations to have because they searched for you, right? They felt that you were the best person to buy the property from them. They want to sell you the property. They already like you. Because they were stalking you probably, right? And those are the easiest ones because you could have a more sincere conversation with people because they already know who you are.
I've been finding that I should have had a separate Facebook/Instagram account versus my private, the friends and family one. So that's a little tricky for me. So I've been contemplating about that. And since we're talking about it, maybe I should just go ahead but I have so many contacts in Facebook that I feel like, oh my God, I need to keep it. But Instagram, I could easily change that over.
Yeah, I found that with Instagram, the leads that come to you that's where your family and friends are gonna come to you. Mm-hmm. And then the people who are more like they've been watching you this whole time on the sidelines is gonna come from like Instagram. And then the people who are just looking to find like a new like influencer, so to speak, or somebody more to connect with is gonna come from TikTok. So
yeah, I don't even have a TikTok.
I had got one and I never used it, and I just got it to make fun of my son. He just turned 18, so I call it the TikTok. I said, "Hey, how do you do this on the TikTok?" Just to piss him off.
Yeah.
And then I call Snapchat the snap in the chat, the Book of Faces, and
Book of Faces. Yeah, that's awesome. How old is he?
Yeah, he turned 18 in March.
Oh wow, okay.
I raised him since he was 6 months old, but I still call him my son. So
good for you. Of course you are. Of course he is.
Where I lost it. Hold on. I'm trying to find the email for this.
Property you're talking about?
Yeah. I clicked.
Yeah, there's the property.
I don't know how I did that.
The Arch property in Chippy. Is it Chippy, Florida?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So the hardest thing I had, I was vetting it with somebody who buys in Florida, and we were looking at it. If we go through like Realtor, Zillow, you can't see the property at all. I think Zillow just shows like an empty lot and a bunch of trees. And then you have, I think it was Realtor, where if you go through the photos, you could see the side of the wall, like there's a house there.
Yeah, like what's the deal with that? How did
we just can't see it. So we're like, okay, well, how is somebody supposed to look at this?
Right.
The pictures from the Google Drive though look really, really good. Clearly turnkey. There really isn't much needed for it, but.
Manny, what's your email? I'm gonna forward this to you.
Perez, Perez, M as in manual, at consultant.com.
Perez. What? Okay. What is it? Perez what?
M as in manual. It's my first initial.
Okay.
At consultant. Yeah, buddy.
All right. Perez M at consultant.com. All right. There's two properties in Augusta. Both of them are sub-2 students. Deshaun just joined. He's the one that gave me both of them. The first one is his by himself, so there's no daisy chain. He's just going to cut me in part of the deal. So they're both $10,000 signing fees. The other one is both him and Damien. It's their LLC, their partnership. So I'm just getting a referral fee to whoever the end buyer is. So we shopped them to some the Keighley in Atlanta. Abraham didn't want them because they're too far from Atlanta. A couple other people looked at them, but I had Angie Acosta look at them, but nobody's pulled the trigger on them. So I'm still trying to help.
How far does Abraham go?
An hour. So if it's not an hour from Atlanta, he won't even look at it. Hey, somebody just followed you, Manny.
Sweet.
That's
Did you send these? Did you send these to Caroline?
Caroline Kane?
Yeah.
No.
She's a buyer out there. Yeah, she's a buyer out there.
Buyer out where?
That area.
Cali?
Shoot. Well, I mean, here, let me call this agent real quick while you look at those that I was going to call for this Davenport one. Oh, I've already called him. His name's in my phone. Damn it. Hey, Matthias. This is Larry Parsons. I talked to you about 240 Licidia.
Yep.
Okay. Did you ever have a chance to talk to your sellers about if they want to do a seller financing or a subject to on this?
We're still kind of going back and forth on it. Someone else also reached out about the same type of creative financing with it.
Right.
I guess the biggest concern is, the risk for the seller in regards to if someone misses their 2 payments and then they have to take the property back and go through the process again. It's like, I don't know how, if they ended up wanting to go buy another property down the road, how does that show? Because they technically are still on the mortgage, right?
Right. So those are 2 big questions that I can answer right away. So again, it is legal. First off, the second biggest one that people are concerned about is the due on sale clause. We've only had that come up 5 times in 10,000 transactions. Pace's partner Scott Horn, he's done 10,000 of these, and only 5 times. And if it does come up, we just put it in a land contract, or we put it as a lease option where the seller will be one of the beneficiaries and our limited liability corporation will be the other, or otherwise we can just pay it off cash. But again, it only happens if the bank, like somebody said, hey, where do we transfer it? The banks don't care as long as they're getting paid. Now, as far as missing the payment, if we miss 2 payments, it'd be 60 days. They get it back free and clear with all the improvements and everything. We've never missed a payment. That's why we use the third-party servicing company. In that credibility video, you can see the transactions, and there's a new one coming out from our partner Pace. We don't miss payments, and if it does, it's for somebody that's only doing. It's for a rare, like a person that one guy that he heard about how this works, and now he's trying to emulate what we do. We do 30 to 40 homes a month. We're well funded. That's why if you look in that video, our partner Pace opens up his Chase bank account, shows you $8 million in there. Now I can show you a proof of funds from anybody on the internet can show you one, because you can go to templates and make a proof of funds. But it's really hard to fake opening up a Chase account in a live video, and so again, we're well funded. We're very selective in what we're purchasing. That's why we look at what the properties that we're looking at. We don't just buy houses on every street and stuff. These are ones that we actually want. We're going to keep and buy and hold for the appreciation. And even if it's cash flowing negatively in some cases, we're still going to keep it because it's going to appreciate, and all the tax depreciation that we're going to get from it. Because there's not going to be any better time in history. In my history, I'm 53. So the last time this happened was 2008, and it ain't going to happen again anytime soon in my life. So we're aggressively buying in Florida, certain parts of Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Maricopa County, Arizona, Las Vegas, and other parts of the country. So we're going to buy these. We're not going to miss the payments, and they should be hoping that we miss the payments, because we've improved the property. We put money into it, and it's increased in value by the time something happens. Nobody misses their first year of payments or 2 years, even it's usually 3 or 4 years down the road when a pandemic hits or something stupid like that. You know, we are well funded and we can weather any kind of storm. I mean, this is not. We can show you other properties that we've purchased. I can show you ones that we've done. You know, I can list of them that are under our control. We're not missing the payments on it, and that's why we use Westar or Southern Loans, the servicing companies, to make it, because it's not coming direct to us. You have a little buffer there, and you'll get a notice if something does happen. Like I said, they should be praying that we get kidnapped by aliens. Like, oh my, I hope they get, you know, because maybe we've made it into a themed Airbnb, because that you really have to stand out with those. Or maybe it's been turned into a pad flip or a sober living, which those generate anything for 4 or 5 times the average rent. Because we're doing a lot of the pad flips. That's where you put like 8 people in there at like $300 or $400, or it's about $300 a week. You can go from a $4,000 payment to making $15,000, $16,000 a month. So they should be happy if we miss our payment. And the best part is we're going to pay the closing costs for them and your commission, and we're going to pay the full asking price. We're not going to haggle with you on the price. There's no inspection needed. No, we're just going to do a walkthrough. We don't need an appraiser, and it's going to close in 15 to 30 days.
All right, yeah, I'll definitely go back to him. And then I guess the only other question, maybe touch on it, and I just missed it. In regards to if they ended up trying to buy another property, this would still show as a debt for them when they try to get approved to purchase another home, correct?
It comes off completely after 12 months, but every time we make a payment, we can have Westar showing that they are making their payments, and they'll have a record of it. And every time there is a payment, the DTI goes down. So we have people purchase in little as 3 or 4 months.
All right, I will.
Are they looking to go into a property right now?
Not immediately, no. But in a few months, yes.
Okay, a few months, then it shouldn't be a problem, because again, the payments will be made, and there'll be a record of it, and we can show it to the next lender. Look, they're still making the payments; they can afford this, and it's going down each time. Every month we make a payment, and as longer it goes, the 12 months, it's 100% of the mortgage is off their DTI. So you figure like 10%, 15 or every month, you know, it goes down. So they'll have more availability, and we can help them if they're going to look to another property. There's a lot of options. Like we have properties all over that other people in our community are selling. You know, we could work with them on that. As long as they can afford the payments, we don't even need to check their credit. There's no need to go to the mortgage and all that stuff. We'll just put them in the house that they want, in the area that they want. Like literally, there's 9,000 of us across the country. And we have properties in all the major markets, every major market, except for like the stupid ones like Chicago and New Jersey and Seattle, where they don't have good tenant laws.
No. All right. No, I appreciate the follow-up call. I'll get back with that over what we just discussed just now. I'm trying to have an answer for you here soon.
You know, I have an updated email. It's got a little better. It's a little structured better. It's got 2 word packs. You want me to send that over for you? You can share that with them again so they can look through it, or it's still basically, yeah. Let me get your email again while I'm on the phone. I'm actually in the middle of a podcast right now. So, what was your email?
It's a long one. It's Matthias and Savannah. So MATHIASAND.
Wait, I got it. It's already saved in there. I just wanted to get the first few letters. All right, so there's 2 Word documents in this one, and I put a template. I've since I started doing this, I've improved my emails from, I think, the one I sent you the first time, because like I said, I'm new at this, but my team is not new, and my partners, Pace, Scott Horn, they've been doing this for a decade now, and there's the whole mentorship is based off of Sub 2. That's the name of our mentorship, Sub 2, because this is what we do. Like I literally just closed one in San Diego, one in Davenport, and I got another one here in Ocala that I'm doing right now. Like the lady's husband died. she's coming out of pocket $10,000 to sell it. She's like, here, you can take the furniture. You just take it over. Here's my keys. You know, that's a lot of the cases when we do this. You know, we're very good at this. We're not going to miss any payments. So, any other questions?
No, I appreciate the follow-up call. I appreciate the explanation and making it a little bit more clear so I can go back to them. I'll be sure to send them off the email that you're sending me right now. And as soon as I have an answer for you, I'll let you know. Everything sounds.
I could have my acquisitions manager type up an LOI if that would work for you too. It would be a little bit better if they see something on paper.
I think that would be beneficial as well.
Okay, so I'm gonna have him do it. He's a little bit busy right now. I think he's got a Zoom meeting in an hour. So give me about an hour or so, and I'll get one over to you.
That's not a problem at all. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, excellent. Thank you, sir. Appreciate talking to you.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
Larry,
What?
you're about to get deal number 4.
You think?
Hell yeah.
Number 4.
He loved
Oh
it.
my god. Yeah, I'm getting pretty good at it. I didn't even have to look at anything this time. I know I messed up a couple things, but yeah, that's why I need an intern. I'm not getting all my follow-ups done. Remember I said I called that guy before. I don't even remember what list it was. I have a lot of follow-ups I need to get done.
It's all in the follow-up for real. It's all in the follow-up.
I know. And that's what I'm trying to look. That's why I said there was a couple other sub-2 students. See, that's what Manny's talking about. I'm gonna help them, but then they offer to help it. But when they actually comes to putting the work in, they don't want to do it. They're like, "Oh, I'm good." You know, they see that it's actual work. You know, you gotta sit here and grind.
Yeah, everybody confuses the word simple and easy. Is it simple? Yeah. Right. Is it easy? No. They're two different words for a reason.
That's a good point. I think when you first start off, because I've been in a year now, and as you know, Mandy, and I didn't follow you back yet. But no, I think we get people that do get their deals like I'm a week in and I get my deal, or I'm a month in, I got my first deal, or I'm on my whatever deal. You're right. Simple versus easy, right? So it is definitely a very good point there.
Let me text Cody and see if I can get him on the phone here. Oops, shit, I didn't mean to dial him. See, I know they're busy, but I need like right away attention.
Yeah, you just tell them hot lead or hot whatever he called it. Hot deal, hot lead.
My camera keeps going out. I put it on the lowest resolution too.
It makes you look like Godzilla movies. You're talking and it's a little bit slower than what it's.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a little Shaw Brothers come through, bro. Hey,
I got another one that I need a LOI if we can get it out right away. It was a follow-up, and it was me and Manny and Tigger on my podcast right now. It was live. Let me see if I can let me call him. See, I can't even text. I'm so busy. I have to voice text everything. Wait, where's the submission thing? I need to save that link for the submission.
It's the lead submission thing. Just go into the.
Yeah. But if I open up the Discord, it'll oh, here it is. I got it. I did save it. Discord, like, I need a new computer. That's all it comes down to. So I'm gonna submit this. right now.
You're getting ready to get some deals closed so you can get a new computer.
You know what I did?
I'm buying a MacBook Pro, 16-inch MacBook Pro, and a big ass curved screen because I used to want like a Corvette and a well, I'm still gonna get my Rolls Royce Phantom one day. I'm gonna get both those cars, but instead of those right now, I just want a MacBook Pro. That's it.
Sounds like a lot of waste of money, but
What MacBook Pro?
the
Rolls Royce.
and all that. How about I just get you a pet dog and we name her Rolls Royce? How about that?
I don't know. I don't know.
But-
I don't know if Sonari's cats will like the dog.
You know, one of the main reasons why I started coming to work is working from home. I have like a 50-inch TV screen that I use as my monitor. I have 2 laptops. I have 3 other monitors. I have all set up right. But getting spoiled with that caused me to do less. So I come to WeWork, I don't have that. I have just my laptop. So now it's like having less, for whatever reason, puts me into a more solid mindset. It's like, okay, I only have this laptop. I need to do these things here. Here's my time frame, and I get used to just using one screen instead of having 3 or 4.
I can't see the screen. We got to go get my glasses later here. These are replacement ones because these are scuffed up, and it's the stupid. I need the money to get the LASIK surgery so I can get rid of these things. I love these things. These are like really cool. I bought them just for like making reels and TikToks, but I didn't know I'd have a podcast where it doesn't reflect in the lenses. So it was like I was thinking ahead, but I didn't know how far I was thinking ahead.
Just do one eye and then have a monocle for the other. Call it good.
Oh yeah, it looks like the penguin.
We're gonna call you Patch Adams, Larry the Lion.
Oh hell no!
Just
no
keep
Pat
switching
Adams.
it over. Just keep switching it back.
I didn't get them. Shoot, I need the mortgage balance and stuff from him though. Damn it.
What I can give you approximate. What is the address? Oh wait. Don't.
Yeah, don't. It's one of our leads.
Yeah, put it in the private.
Let's see. Wait. It's freezing on me. Well, I'll just call him back and see if he's got any of that stuff.
Okay.
Hey, Matthias.
Yes.
Hey, do you happen to know the exact interest rate they have and any of the taxes and insurance? We have approximate mortgage balance, but just to give you an accurate LOI.
I could taxes. I don't know what their current insurance or rate is, but
Is there any HOA or liens on there? Any solar or anything?
there's no liens. There is an HOA and there's a CDD fee, which is built into the taxes. But let me pull it up.
Okay.
Just see. So the HOA, it's like 130, 135 a year.
Okay.
Taxes are
What was that again? You broke up a little bit.
taxes are 8,104. That includes the CDD fee,
Okay.
which is 2,340.
That's for a year, taxes?
Correct. Yeah, the property hasn't been homesteaded.
Not homesteaded. Okay. Okay. And does it need any kind of work or anything? I mean, it looks beautiful as it is.
Yeah, the interior could use a fresh coat of paint, and carpet needs to be replaced, which we had a quote done for.
So like a lipstick with like heavy, like a lot of lipstick.
I
Like
wouldn't say a lot.
Is it like a drag queen lipstick?
I don't know. I mean, it's probably your paint throughout, and then upstairs carpet.
Upstairs carpet. Okay.
Good. Again, we had a quote already done for the property, which would be, tell you, in a second. Perfect quote. That quote, which was done just about 30 days ago, that was 3,000.
3,000. Okay. Well, see, that's 3,000 more they don't have to spend to sell it. We'll do that for them. And like I said, we'll give them the full 415. And what does it come out? It's a what 8% here in Florida. You're 3%, right?
For commission?
Yeah, for commission and closing costs.
Yeah, closing costs typically. Well, I can tell you what they are. I have a net pulled up.
Okay.
So total fees, not including their taxes, because it gets prorated and HOA, it looks like it's 31,180.
Okay. And you get 3%, 415, right?
We do 3.5 on selling side.
Okay.
And then at buying side.
So wait, how much is your commission? Just my calculator's the solar thing's not working. Keeps on freezing.
Commission off the sales price of 415 would be 24,100.
Okay, done. Sounds good. Well, how about we give you 25 if you push this through? Yeah.
I'll put it. I'm gonna buy them, and then again, I'll let you know what they decide.
Well, yeah, just push it through. We'll give you 25.
All right.
All right. And do you know what their interest rate is on the mortgage?
I do not.
Is it under 5%?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I think they purchased when I think the rates were in like 3s.
Okay, so maybe under 4%.
I'm thinking so. I'm trying to pull up the image that he had sent a while back. Ask him.
Okay. All right. So yeah, we'll get that. I'll just put 4% in here right now, and you know how much their payment is per month?
No, I have no idea what their payment is per month.
Okay. And is there any restrictions on the short-term rentals there?
Yes. You can't rent short-term. You can't have more than 2 leases in a calendar year. One minimum lease period is 7 months.
So we can do midterms there. Is there any hospitals around there, or like a lot of offices?
There's an Advent Health Hospital about 3 to 5 minutes.
Okay. What about any restrictions on like sober living?
In regards to what?
Sober living. That's like we need like a couple bus lines around there, a lot of jobs around there. You know, people that are in recovery. You know, they come in and rebuild their life.
Not that I'm aware. I could send you any of the HOA governing docs and rules and regulations.
Sure.
It's out.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I can send those off.
Okay, fantastic.
The email you sent over.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty.
All right. I'll get this over to my acquisitions manager, and we'll get you something over in a little while here, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, excellent.
All right, take care.
Larry.
Dude, you gotta come on. Oh,
Drag
it's
queen
cool.
lipstick.
What?
Drag queen.
You like that one?
I'm totally going to use that.
We're having fun on the podcast. Well, I know it's our lead, but it was a follow-up. I accidentally didn't know that I was doing a follow-up, but we didn't give the address out, so don't worry about that. I'm putting it into the submission right now. It's under 4% interest rate. Let's see. He's got go look at it. It's hold on. Let me put. What should I put for the mortgage balance? Do you have anything, Tigger?
You can send me the thing. Text it to me.
I'm gonna text you on the phone.
Yep.
Four deal. See, that just makes me go back to that girl that told me, I don't want to learn from anybody, and I don't want to rub it in her face. I haven't sent her anything, but that fired me up a little bit.
Hey, you don't need to say anything. What you're doing is already showing her. She's still in our group.
But I can't. No, she wasn't in our group. She was just a kid in Ohio that I met when I was in Ohio. She's 23. She's the same girl that quit Arby's 4 times in 1 week. And then when I told her about shiny object syndrome, she went and did what is that vitamin shit? Herbalife.
Oh my.
Yeah, she got sucked into that. She bought the whole package and everything. I'm like, what the fuck? I just told you, shiny object syndrome. She's like, but I like this stuff. I'm like, so the guy, she said, but some guy made $1 billion. I like, one guy made that, and nobody else will ever do it ever again.
Right.
But you know, she's got we all suffered from. I did last year. I had shiny object. Cody's like speaking English because when I do voice texting, he's like, "What English?" He says, "Ludicia." I can't even spell this shit. All right, Ludicia, right? And that's in Davenport.
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on. Here's Cody. Hey, Cody, you're live. Larry. We got Tigger and Manny on the podcast with you, and like four viewers, or like eight viewers. So this is a follow up.
What up?
This is Cody, Manners for Arch. So
Dude, your English is horrible.
It's voice texting. We were like, here, listen. Can you hear Tigger? Tigger, tell him the line I just did.
Cody, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So Larry's asking the realtor, so like, what does it need any updating? And he's like, yeah, it needs like carpet and maybe some paint. So Larry goes, also like lipstick updating, and he goes, yeah. He's like drag queen lipstick or.
Oh my god.
Dude, his guy laughed his ass off though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that one again. That's mine. Like, does it need drag queen lipstick? Somebody might get offended though.
Yeah, right.
And then Manny's at WeWork in Arizona.
So yeah, that's about 333,206 estimated loan balance.
Okay, I'm putting it in the thing right now. That's these aren't accurate numbers. 330. Angel number 333. You see it? So there's no PITI, but he said it's under 4% interest rate. So I just put 4. 135 on HOA, 8,104 on taxes. It's not homesteaded. Needs a little carpet, lipstick, drag queen lipstick. And he said the closing costs were they had an estimate for the carpeting and stuff was $3,000 30 days ago. Closing costs are $31,180, and the agent's commission is $24,000 because they do 3.5% or something. And I said, if he can push it through, I said, you push it through to these people because this was a follow up. And I said, I'll give him $25,000 if he can push it through. Well, But it's in Davenport.
Okay. Make sure get the mortgage information before you submit anything.
Oh, I just submitted it.
Is it did you submit another one in Ocala saying waiting to hear from agent?
Oh no, yeah. I called him. He hasn't called back yet. That one's
bias.
Yeah. Yeah, he said somebody else had called him about doing a subject too as well, and I basically convinced them that it's best to go with us just now.
This says it's a VA loan too.
Yeah. Because they were worried about the DTI, and I calmed them down about they're not going to buy anything in like the next couple months here, but eventually they're going to want to, and that was really the only concern that was holding them back. And I said, look, he goes, if you can get me something on paper, it'll really help pushing it through. So if we can get him a tentative LOI out, it would he's going to go and try and push it through for us right now.
The closing cost you have. 31,000.
Yep. That's what the agent gave me. I because my calculator started dying. I said, "What are the closing costs here?" I was going to do the 8% thing.
Yeah.
No, they got a little bit of it. Got the taxes for a year is 8,000. The HOA is 135 or something.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give him a call.
Okay. You're gonna give Matthias a call?
Yeah, I'm gonna call Matthias, and I'm gonna call the other one too.
Okay. Yeah. I called Dell, and he hasn't called back because the lady's 90 years old, and he said he has to get her daughter to take a picture of the mortgage for us. So that could be the holdup with that one. But that one's good to go. She said, "Here, here's the furniture. Here's the keys. I'm going to save her $10,000. Her husband died. She doesn't even want to come back here. She's going to stay in North Carolina. They don't need to buy anything else." So that one's, it's the agents are like, "Let's do it. Let's do it." You know, so I'm just waiting for the mortgage to get it done.
Okay. I'll give him a call.
All right, brother.
Thank you.
That's 3 now. We need to get 3. I got to catch Kit.
I got to get him to the finish line first.
I know. Well, that's your job.
I know. I'm working on it. Good work.
I just warm them up. I'm a what do they call them? Them fluffers?
Yeah. Just make sure before you submit them, don't forget about those.
Manny's shaking his head right now. He's like, "What?"
Just make sure you get all the mortgage information and the PITI before you submit. Don't submit anything and then say waiting for the agent to get back to me. And it's not ready for me yet.
It's not ready yet. Got it.
Yeah. Once it's ready for me to hop on the phone and I have all the information, then submit it.
Okay.
I know you get excited, but
I know.
Just it makes it a whole lot more easier and it makes it way better, like streamlined.
All right, you see everybody listening. Listen to Cody. See what I'm doing wrong. This is a mistake I'm learning from. These are learning things. We have to get the proper information before you submit it. So, thanks for helping the audience understand I fucked up.
Absolutely, because if I have it all, then I can just call the agent immediately and just verify the numbers, and then get their email address and tell them I'll send over an offer in like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay.
But now I'm having to like call you and like I call the agent, get the numbers, underwrite it, and then see if it makes sense, and then put an offer in it.
Gotcha.
It adds steps that are unneeded and avoidable.
Yes, sir.
Good work, Doug.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
See, you're supposed to do a lot more than that. Damn it. Right?
I know. What?
Yeah, I think I was doing your job, Cody's job, Sam's job before I even served it up.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you still gotta get the mortgage and all that, but you don't need to underwrite it.
Right.
You let him underwrite it. As long as he's got all the information, then he has to underwrite it. But I get excited. I like to bug Cody. So.
My excitement comes from being that engineer on how we could structure something, because I typically I'll low anchor cash, but if I already know out the door it's like cash ain't gonna work. Now I'm thinking a lot of different things, right? If we like there was a deal in Glendale, um, that really she wanted the property for her grandkids, and I was like, well, what if they don't want to go to school? Right? What if they don't want to? Right? Because you can learn everything from YouTube now, and a lot of people don't go to school, right? So I'm like, well, what if they don't want to do that? Or what makes you think they even want this place? Right? It's their grandkids.
Right.
I said, what's more important to you is that they have money for school, say they choose to go to school, because if so, then ultimately you can sell this and the payments we make go to a 529, right? Because it's limited to school education.
Yeah.
And that's something that they didn't think of, right? But I was like, shit, if there's an account number, I could probably send a check. I could probably send a wire. If there's an account number, we just figure out how. And it's just ultimately, if I already know cash doesn't work, like I don't really go after distressed properties, but I'm helping doing acquisitions for Syed and Marvin Spates. They do distressed properties, which really isn't what I go after. So now I'm like, okay, now I need to get MAO. So once I disqualify creative, like I don't give a shit about MAO. I'm thinking long term cash flow. I'm looking at all this other potential stuff. So now I'm like, okay. So that's part of the sales training that I'm going to be doing. It's like, okay, let me low anchor cash, focus on cash. And then
right. Well, I'll be right back. I can still hear you. I'm just going around the corner to get coffee.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So if your buddy's doing the cash or fix and flips, basically, right? What you're just giving him the lead, or how you doing that, or you just walk away from it?
Yeah, so we're structuring that out, and I'm holding them accountable. Right, so I basically said, it's like, hey, I got something here. Where do you guys want this at? Because I don't know what their pockets are. Right, I don't know what they're looking for. Lipstick has a different term for everybody, and this is why I say you need to know your buyers and have that relationship with your buyers. Because I know somebody that could do probably a full flip, a full gut, like within 6 weeks.
Wow.
I know, right? I was like, get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
But that's knowing the resources.
Area?
Yeah, but that's knowing their resources on what they have, and do they have their own crew? Do they not? Right? How long have they been doing it? Are they familiar with it? So to me, lipstick is like, I'm just gonna paint and maybe like resurface the cabinets or something. That's to me, right? I ain't going no more over like 5,000, 10,000. That's to me, in and out within 2 weeks. But with Syed, I was like, well, what's a lipstick to you? And he was like, we could redo the floor, redo the bathroom, redo the kitchen, and paint the outside. I'm like, holy shit, that's lipstick and some blush, and you got your eyebrows done. And
lipstick.
Yeah, so that's why I always tell people, it's like, if you're looking to wholesale, figure out what you're looking for first, right? Figure out who you're looking to serve, right? Because you're the person serving stuff. Don't start a steak restaurant and then come serving burgers when that's not your clientele, right? Can you sell a burger at a steak restaurant? Yeah, but your expertise is going to be steak, because this is your clients, right? So if you have buyers that are doing fix and flips, stick with the distressed properties, not the other ones that are just lipstick, right? If your clientele is looking for sub-twos or rentals, well, you're not really going after those distressed properties. Leave them alone. Stick with these, right? Understand exactly what your buyers have and what they want, and then start niching it down and pipeline that, right? Like, this is you right here. Stop looking at all this stuff.
Yeah.
This is you.
Blinders,
if you don't have that, then you're all over the place. You're essentially just going into the ocean on a boat, throwing a net out there, and figuring out like what's valuable. What does somebody want? But in that, you're gonna get a plastic bottle of Coca-Cola, a tin can, right? A crab. Like, you're gonna get all this stuff. Is it valuable? It's valuable to somebody,
right?
But is it worth your time and energy to find out who actually wants this tin can? No. If you have somebody who's like, you know what, I just want bass, you're gonna go where the bass fishers are, because they know where the bass lakes are, and then you're gonna go keep throwing your fishing line out there. you're gonna have a higher likely time with your return on doing that you're gonna get something that exactly they want. So it comes one hand out the other hand, as opposed to like, I want a bass, cool, I go do that. Let me go out there in the middle of the ocean, get all this other shit
Yeah.
until I get one. It just right.
So my son lives out there in Tempe, and him and I are both in sub 2, and I'm in Illinois. But Phoenix, well, Arizona is one of my markets, so I need them to get hooked up with you and start going to the We Walk. What is it? We Walk? Isn't that a restaurant?
I mean, we can walk to it.
Yeah, I think it's a Westwant. It's a restaurant. Yeah, it's a We Walk is what restaurant. Anyway, but yeah, he lives in Tempe, but he's my partner in sub 2. He's like a bird dog. He like throws stuff to me all the time, and I'm like, dude, I can't. I'm like doing this other thing. Like, hold on, I gotta, So we need to work together. I'd love to work with you.
Tell him to come up here. There's plenty of open seats. Look.
Well, I think he also has a full-time job. He's a truck salesman at Rush Truck Center selling semis.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. But yeah, we need to definitely work together. Would love to do some deals with you.
I'll put you on the list. We're on the list.
On the list. Larry's eating his lunch. All right, guys, I'm gonna go actually eat some lunch myself. But this is awesome, Larry. I think we got something going on here. Larry the Lion and Tigger 2, and then Manny.
I like that. That's Tigger 2 and Tigger 2. Holy shit.
Yeah, I like that. That has a good, nice little sound to it.
Yep.
Tigger 2, because like, wasn't Tigger like
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh my God, Larry the Lion and Tigger 2.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna have to make a new background.
And Lashia is.
I'm Piglet here. Piglet.
We got the whole 100-acre woods going on here.
Yeah, man, I need to get another deal. I
You're-
haven't even made
you're
it.
getting one.
That was. Do you see how random that was?
Hey, wait! Show me how you do.
Prop stream.
Yeah.
All right. So
Man, you have prop stream.
that's crazy.
No, I have batch.
We pulled that up on PropWire, and it was one that I called from the leads, and I forgot to do the follow up on.
Do you think that was by accident?
Nothing's by accident. With her back then, all the amazing cook too.
Nothing by accident.
There's nothing else today. All right, so let me close this. I close this Arch window and my email. The more tabs I have open, the more it slows things down. All right. Present. I wonder if I can do something else, or the window, or just the tab. I'm gonna try just doing just the tab this time. Maybe it's the whole window. When I do the whole window, it slows it down. All right, so where do you want to look?
Just stay in Davenport.
Florida?
Yeah.
All right, so for this, has it got the whole window there?
Yeah.
Let me go like this right here. Oh wait, let me go back to this one. So down in this corner over here is where the filter's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
So I do any owner occupied,
Yep.
occupancy status, any.
Yep.
Then property characteristics, I do like just a single family, condo, townhouse. None of the agricultural shit that's down there. None of the commercial. None of the exemptions, the recreational. So we got a whole bunch of things to look for. So just single family, townhome, condo. And I put any HOA. And that's pretty much it on that. I'm because I don't like to whittle it down. MLS status I put on market, yes, not any. And I look for a sale on listing type, not for rent. And then I put 1 to 333 days on market, my angel number. In listing amount, I go 222,000 and 22, and I go up to 777. My angel number. All right, and I put the any there.
Okay, so I'm confused on the listing amount. What does that mean?
So that's whether if it's listed for 250, 500, anywhere from 222,700.
Dollars. I was like, what the heck does that even mean? Gotcha.
Right. All right. So and then pre-foreclosure bank loan, I don't mess with that. Ownership info. We could do like last sale date. We could do from 2000, like Pace was saying, like go back to 2018. So 2018 to a year ago. Because that way they got the good interest rates with those numbers. Oops. So from May of 2018 to May of 2022. And okay, then I close that. And valuation and equity, I just put in 0% to 17% equity, and that's it.
That's where I was losing my data.
And then interest rate from 1.75 to 5.55. Angel number. I know, but that's it. And then there we go. So you got all that up here. And then I'm just gonna put in Orlando. It's the only 3 properties came up, so I might want to do the whole state of Florida. Because I did a little bit extra. I didn't do those dates before. I usually just, so it might have been a little too much, but let's call in one of these. Here, this one. So it says they got 15,000 in equity in this, and they're Asians. And then I'm just going to just find the agent to call.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was missing the interest and equity parts. 'Cause
Yeah, I
low or no equity. I guess low.
hey, look, Gia got her book.
Yes, mine's coming today.
She's the one that I'm going to Miami with. She's the agent here in Tampa that I met at the first meetup after the deal maker where
Yeah.
Pace didn't show up. She's gonna drive down to. I'm gonna drive down to Miami with her, and we're gonna stay in her one of her Airbnbs. She owns a bunch of Airbnbs.
Nice.
So yeah, she's a really cool. She brought me a pre-foreclosure, but we couldn't get it done. It was too. They had like 100,000 in arrears. Oh, so this one sold. Shoot, Armando Circle. Damn it. All right, let me go back to another one. Oh, it's frozen. Okay, that's awesome. I'm waiting for my copy of the book too. I'm in the middle of my podcast though right now. I can't wait to go have that signed. He's gonna give us special covers too that he's gonna sign. It's gonna be really cool. Is that just for sub-2 students?
What?
Or anybody? Anybody that's a signing. Remember yesterday he said he's gonna give us a special cover. Anybody at the meetup? I don't know if it was just for him.
I don't think so because it's in bigger pockets, right? They're announcing it.
Let me try this one. This is a condo though. Or maybe not. Oh, it's a town. Damn, it's sold too. Oh, you know what it is? It's the sold date.
Oh.
I see I messed that up. I was trying to get tricky like Pace. That's the ownership info. That's last sale date. Yeah. So I need to just clear these out. How do I, or let me reset that. Damn it. All right. Maybe.
Oh, did you see where you could just exit out?
Yeah. It's in Orlando, Davenport, United. Oh shit. Davenport or in Orlando. Any let's see, property. MLS status on market, yes. For sale. Days on market. 1 to 333. Listing amount. Okay, oops, one more. Okay, and valuation. We just do that 0 to 17%. Because I want to try and just get a just where they're gonna hand us the keys. Okay. Now I can do the search. All right, so now we got 22 properties. Arbor Trail. We've got 18,000 in equity, it says.
Hey, can you skip trace out of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can pull lists and everything and skip trace out of it. What's the price for skip trace?
Yeah, you can skip trace only one here. So like I'll save this here and I'll put it in create a new group. I'm gonna call this I'm gonna call this the Tigger 2 group.
I think batch is like 15 cents.
I think it's 12 cents for prop. I did.
Yes, 12.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of batch, so maybe I'll go to prop. You guys have Privy also? Are you in the Elephant Challenge group? Yeah. I started to get in it to help out, but then I saw it was a need to be on Privy, and I'm like, I'm not gonna get Privy.
Yeah.
Sure. So Tigger 2, you just select that one. And done. Oh, wait. I always do something wrong. I got to do this like a couple times.
Did you say you changed the last sale date to what? 2021? 2020?
Yeah. Yep. Why is it doing that? I know I did it wrong. I always forget to do that. So you got to hit, once you do it here, you got to hit add selected contacts. There it goes. So you pick the group and it's right here and then hit add selected and it puts it down there. And then it'll.
Yeah, then it'll charge you. Like I have a credit card set up there.
Gotcha. All right.
And then you hit next. Then see it says 12 cents. Place order.
Right on. Yeah, I just been going to True People Search.
Larry, go back.
True People Search like locks my computer up. There's so much adware. It just I can't even do anything for like 15 minutes until all the shit loads.
Jesus.
Larry, go back into the search filter thing and let me see what you have in there because I tried to change it and it didn't work.
So I just put listing type for sale. Just on market and listing type for sale. Days on market 1 to 303. MLS listing amount 222 to 777. And then just the equity 0 to 17%. So very basic.
Okay, so because I still don't. Did you erase something?
Yeah, I reset everything and put all that in again.
Okay, I'll just do that then because it's not coming up as many as yours. All right. Well, listen, I'm gonna go get something to eat myself.
Wait.
Oh wait. Wow.
Hold on, we got a call this morning.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Oh wait. It's pending, but it's got an angel number. It says 444 on the estimate. And it's got 111 views with 1 save. So I bet we'll get this not pending. 377. Whose number got blocked for using their cell phone by the carrier? I seen that in the chat.
Oh, I don't know.
It was somebody in Arch in the chat.
Good afternoon, it's Dominic.
Hey Dominic, how are you doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. I got your number from one of my associates. They said that you had a property that I might be interested in, but I'm looking at it, it says it's pending right now. Did that just happen?
Depends. I don't know which one you're talking
Oh,
about.
I'm sorry. Arbor Trail?
Arbor Trail? It's been pending for a while.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, I don't know why they gave it to me.
Who's your associate?
I got a lot of them. I think this one came from my buddy Manny in Arizona. So.
Okay.
Do you have other properties listed?
I am a listing agent here in Orlando. What are you looking for?
Well, this one came up on a low equity list for us. Are you familiar with Subject 2 seller financing?
No.
Okay. So we buy and hold about 25, 30 properties a month, and we're aggressively buying in the whole state of Florida, along with other markets like certain parts of Georgia, Alabama, all of Texas, Maricopa County, Arizona, Las Vegas, and Hawaii. So Subject 2 is it's in the Code of Federal Regulation, page 396, line 203 states when a buyer is assuming or taking title subject to. That's it's basically what the Mormons, the Amish, the Mennonites, they've been doing seller financing for years. All they do is somebody else, it keeps in the seller's name and they make payments on it. Now they do it directly.
They're basically just doing an assumption as long as the seller has the assumed mortgage.
No, you're not assuming it. We're just taking the deed still stays in their name, and we use a third-party service company to make payments on that title. It sits in title and escrow, and if there's any equity, we create a payment plan for them, or we cash them out depending on it. For this one.
How would a seller in Florida benefit from that?
So the first benefit, and I'll just cut to the chase, is we pay for all the closing costs. We pay your commission. There's no inspection and no appraisal needed. 15 to 30 days closed. So that's for the really low equity one. Now, if there's equity like in this one, it looks like they got some equity in here. They got about 18,000 equity. So you got this
18,000 in equity on Arbor Trail.
That's what it's showing. Sometimes these numbers are wrong. I got this from Manny. I don't know where. He's telling me so. How far am I off on that?
Yeah, you're way off. Yeah, so here's the thing with your guys and what you guys do. It's going to shock me if you get an agent on board that can do that with you, or that will be willing to do that with you.
I can give you an address I just closed on right now.
Yeah, that doesn't mean it was a good agent though. So I mean, all the sellers are pulling all their cash right now. They've got endless buyers, there's no inventory. They're getting every number they want for their house. It's been that way for 2 years. I mean,
what state of Florida are you in?
What's that?
What state of Florida are you in? Because the market's dropped, and there's people dropping their prices all over the state. We've done over 10,000 of these transactions. How about this? I'll send you an email, explains everything.
I'll tell you what, I appreciate it, but I don't need your email. It's not something I would advise any of my sellers to be part of.
Because you don't understand it.
I don't need to understand. You don't know the Orlando market, so neither does Manny. Manny doesn't know anything about equity either. So I think it's pretty clear we both don't know anything about each other's businesses, and we're probably just best not to work with each other.
Yeah, I got 4 properties I've just bought here in Orlando, sir. Otherwise I could give you 1040 Appleton in Davenport. It's in escrow right now. I got another one in Ocala that's in escrow right now.
Yeah, so you haven't bought them. If they're in escrow, then you haven't bought them.
I just started in this market. I can give you a whole listing I've done in out west.
Okay, I don't need it. I don't need it. The Florida market is not going to.
There's a whole mentorship, 9,000 students. Our mentor and partner, he's the host of Triple Digit Flip on Arts and Entertainment, owned by Disney. That's the whole mentorship is based on Subject 2. Like I said, it's the Code of Federal Regulation. If the government put it in there,
it makes sense. It makes sense out west because everybody's leaving there, and no one wants to go there. Everybody's coming here. So I'm sure it's a good concept and works well in certain locations, but it's not something you'll get me on board with in Florida. So, you guys not know the market.
But you still have a fiduciary duty to present the offer to your clients, right?
again, you don't know anything about what's going on in Florida.
But you
so
still have a
my opinion
fiduciary
is-
duty to present an offer to your clients, correct?
Well, I'll tell you what, if you got an offer, you send it to me in an email, and I'll take care of my fiduciary responsibility there. We'll see how far your offer gets. We'll do everything we can for you to follow the code of
Like I
ethics
said,
in Orlando.
like we pay the closing costs. We pay your
Yeah.
commission. That on this property, that's about 40,000 reasons they might want to hear the offer. Do you think they would be
Yeah.
mad at you if you didn't tell them that? They could save them $40,000.
Hey, I'll tell you what, here's the best thing to do. If you got an offer, you send it to me in an email on a full contract form with all contracts, addendas, and everything signed the way it's supposed to be in one neat, clean PDF. It'll get presented. And,
Or-
and then if you hear back from me, you'll
Or I
know.
could
I'll
just
confirm
skip
I
trace it
received
and go right to the seller if you want to be a
You
jerk.
want to do whatever you want. It's pretty clear you don't know what the hell you're doing about anything. So
Are you
you're
kidding
welcome to
me?
do whatever you want to do.
You don't think I think you don't know because you don't understand. There's tons of people that do this. We get done over 10,000 transactions.
Yeah. Hey, what's the purpose of what you're trying to accomplish at this point right now?
We're
Because
we're
you don't
buying
think
for we're buying for the
One thing
appreciation.
you've done is convince me that my judgment of you within the first few seconds was right.
We're
So
buying
what
for
is it you're trying to
appreciation and
accomplish?
tax
Because You're
depreciation.
not going to convince me of anything different than the fact that the best option for my seller and me is not to do business with you. So if you're trying to achieve anything else, let me know. But outside of that, if you got an offer, send it over in the email form like everybody else does. Verbal offers are not accepted. And send it over. And if it needs to be presented or whatever the code of ethics says, it'll be followed. Outside of that, there's no chance you get me on board with anything you're doing. If you have an offer,
It's
send
because
it
you have
over
a
to me, I'll
closed
present it.
mind.
You might say I have a closed mind, but there's not. I'm in the top 1% of agents in Central Florida.
And you don't know any of this. You never heard of it. I don't think you're in the top 1%. I don't think you're in.
I don't know about your stuff. You don't know the Orlando market. You don't know anything about out here. Stay out west.
How about I call your broker?
Call them.
All right, I'll do that. Have a good day.
See ya.
He was a jerk. Anything?
He didn't understand it. I was trying to get you to look at your phone, like ask him why it's still pending. He said it's pending for a while. Why is that?
That would have been a good question.
He didn't understand it. He didn't want to understand it.
Oh, yeah, he said, why is it still pending? He's telling me that nobody does that here.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna have that, right? Next.
That's why Pace says, what is it? Buyers are liars, sellers are worse, and agents are the devil.
Yeah. Let me look at this on Privy too, because it does only show, like you said, 17,000 in equity. There is 2 mortgages on there, though. Did you see that?
Yeah. He probably doesn't even know that.
Yeah.
If he's in the top 1%, why is he only listing these 500,000? Why isn't he doing like the $10 million homes?
Well, again, 2 mortgages that are adding up. Let's see, what is their selling price?
450.
Yeah, it shows negative 21,000 for equity because of
Right.
the 2 loans.
Is this the one I just skip traced?
I don't know if you skip traced it. I think you were looking to do that. Yeah, if you
No,
want to.
I did. I'm gonna call him. I'm gonna call him right now. Tell him he doesn't want to save him $40,000.
Yeah, there's. You can see it says 4.25% interest, and then 3.11 on the other one.
Dang, no bueno.
no bueno's right.
Yeah, he's a jerk.
That's the first thing I do when I go through Archlist is I look at everything. I look it up in batch real quick, and I see what already has a HELOC, what has 2 mortgages, what's like at a 2 million. And I'm just like, I'm not calling these.
Yeah. So you just discard those.
Yeah, because there's a way to probably get a deal out of it, but I'm like, that's bottom of the barrel for me.
Yeah, it's looking like right now it's like basically $2,700 in mortgages.
Hey, Larry, the Augusta properties. Did you happen to take a look at those numbers at all?
No.
So here's what I'm looking at for property 2, right? Asking price 65, ARV 175 to 200, estimated rehab 60 to 80. So 65 and 80, that puts you at about 145. So if the ARV is 175, that puts you at 30K. But it also says it will need structural and foundation work. Foundation work alone, I always take off another 40. So that right there puts me at negative 10K.
Did you say 40?
Yeah, if it needs foundation work, I'm always like negative 40. That's going to be 40K.
Okay.
But that's So just that, like, that's how my brain goes, right? It's just even numbers, high level, boom, 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 boom. This isn't a deal for me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, that's too high. And then if it's fire damage, where's the insurance money? How much do they get for that?
Yeah.
No, that's not good.
Yeah, so that first one's, in my opinion, it's locked up too high. And I'm thinking the second one's locked up, or the first one's locked up too high too.
What was this guy's name?
Is it Dominic?
No, the 2790. Oh, here it is. So this guy's got like 8 phone numbers to call. Craig. What's DNC's do not call, right?
Right.
Well, I'm not a telemarketer. I'm just randomly calling. I'm gonna call the very first one, 3388.
Hello, this is Kathy. Leave your name and I'll give you a call back as soon as I can. Thank you. Bye.
Oh, that's not it. 352.
The subscriber you have dialed.
Oh, that one's no good.
Service. If you feel you've received this message in error, please. The subscriber you have dialed is not in service. If you feel you've
It might be that first one. Come on, Eric.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone.
Hi, I'm looking for Eric Craig. If you give me a call back, 702-675-1317. I was calling about your home there on 2790 Arbor Trail. Thank you. Try a couple more of these.
Leave a cliffhanger.
A cliffhanger? Oh, that one didn't work. So far, only 2 numbers have worked. The other DNC is, I'll call that one. There's 2 DNCs. Yeah, when I used to work at like the phone room, like in Vegas, people were like, "I'm on the do not call list. I want to report you." I was like, "Go ahead." It's like, you really think the federal government's going to track somebody down?
Oh, you should say which one.
they're like it's going to scare them off. Well, that one didn't work either. No, that one's actually blocked probably. Oh, here's my angel number 717-533. If this number works, you all better just like believe in God then.
First of all, they got a lot of numbers.
It's ringing. That's just gonna keep ringing. That's the last one. But it's got 555 in it.
There we go.
Oh, that didn't work. So I'm gonna call that very top one again, Kathy. Then might be her husband's name on the.
Hello, this is Kathy. Leave your name and I'll give you a call back. Thank you. Bye.
At the tone, please record your message. When you finish recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Kathy. My name is Larry. I was calling about your property on Arbor Way there. If you can give me a call back, 702-675-1317, I'd appreciate that. I'd like to save you about $40,000 or $50,000 if I could. So give me a call back. Thank you. And all right, well, that's it. Oh, my camera shut off again? Damn.
So you get too much going on.
Right.
222 here, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, it is. Yeah. All right. Well.
All right.
You guys
this has been great. I say we do it again.
Awesome. Me too.
Manny,
thanks, Manny.
you're great.
Well, it's only like 12:30 in Arizona. It's like lunchtime.
It is. I'm about to.
I've been up since 3:30. I've been up for 12 hours.
I tried to get up at 4:30. It didn't work out like it did yesterday. I got up at 6. It's fine. We're all right.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
I'll see ya.
Bye, Tigger. Thanks,
See ya. Thank you.
I'm probably gonna stay on and make some more calls. So, why not? I got nothing better to do. Anybody else want to call this agent? Mess with his day? See if they can get a subject to on him. I should call him back with a country voice. I call him with my Google Voice. In fact, I might do that just because he pissed me off. So, although I know I'm not supposed to do any negativity. See, I got this little red bracelet. It's supposed to remind me not to do anything negative. So, I'm gonna be nice and call him back with a nice voice, but a country voice. So watch this. 377. Who needs it? Where do they need the Airbnb at? Is it in Florida? Piglet, huh? All right, so that guy was a jerk. But actually got a bunch of follow-ups to do, so I gotta do it for Arch. So I can't do them on here. So I appreciate everybody coming out and watching, and I appreciate you supporting Tigger. She's being my new co-host. Manny's got to go to the bathroom, he said. But thank you guys so much. You guys have a wonderful day. God bless you, and remember, put God first in everything you do, and He'll open doors no man can shut, except for that agent who was on the phone call there. So thanks, guys. Have a great day. Love you. I got more work to do.